presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2K Sports. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. And taking a look here at the Lakers, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. Hey, Shaq, once upon a time, you had the Lakers signing Steve Nash and Dwight Howard to go with Kobe Bryant, all kind of expectations, and then nothing really materialized out of it. What do you make of that whole situation?
Well, you know, the Lakers needed that second star to help Kobe out, and unfortunately Nash or Dwight Howard could provide that. You know, Kobe really can't make a mediocre team great anymore. So, you know, right now it's just a rebuilding process for the Lakers, but you know, maybe somebody upstairs could perform a little bit of magic and bring in a couple of big-name players to get the Lakers back on top.
Almost time to tip this thing off. Let's get to Kevin Harlan.
And let's bring out your Bees! Starting at power forward, at 7'0", number 40. Tony Zeller. At point, 6 feet 1 inches, number 7, Mo Williams. At forward, 6'7" from Kentucky, number 14, Michael Ken Gilchrist. At the other guard, standing 6'5", number 1, Lance Stevenson. Man in the middle, standing 6'10", from Curtis High School, number 25, Jefferson. The head coach of your home team. Let's hear it for your Charlotte Hornets.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Well, it was the Charlotte Hornets in their last game, losing to Orlando.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher mentally and physically if you're going to win on the road.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. And it's Young in at the 3 slot. Now Stevenson, following the 3-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. And there's Al Jefferson on the assist from Stevenson. Jefferson's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Hornets. The Lakers with the ball. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yep, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shot. Guys seem to tighten up and start alligator arming those things.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright in Charlotte.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
Now here's Williams, right now averaging 5 points a game, just 4 to shoot. Shot's good. Williams has got his first points in this one. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter.
And for Charlotte, as you said, part of it is feeling good with their direction, but also they should feel good that they actually have a direction after the way the last few years have been.
Here's Boozer, 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. Young with the steal. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
You know, having a direction, as you mentioned, had been a problem with Charlotte because they seem to change their minds every year about who they were going to be. And they did it for the last decade or so. Now it seems as though the base is solid and they've got an idea of how they want to build and who they want to build around. And they've got a group that can grow together.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Screen by Boozer. Young passes to Boozer. Goes up from the top of the key. That's good. Boozer's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Charlotte in the lead. Here's Williams. His last outing, he had 8 points. Jefferson setting the pick for Williams. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. No good on the triple. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Kobe Bryant with a 2-year extension worth almost $50 million, Steve, highest paid in the NBA.
You know, a lot of people, Kevin, thought he should have taken a pay cut. I don't agree with that. I mean, he's earned every penny he's made and then some. The big thing now is, can you build around him, particularly at the stage in his career where his best years are behind him. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out for the Lakers.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And people talk about the money that Kobe's making, but when you look at his value to the Lakers as a marquee player, whether in tickets or merchandising, I mean, he more than justifies that top dollar. And that's before you talk about his great legacy with the team. So I think his salary is a moot point.
And for the Lakers, signing Kobe to the extension, a way of rewarding a player who's meant so much to their franchise and pretty much ensures that he'll finish his career as a Laker, which is certainly the ending that he and Laker faithful had hoped for.
That's good from Williams. The Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA's most successful franchise over the last 3 decades, since 1980. 10, guys, count them, 10 titles.
That's remarkable, and they've led the way from a business standpoint as well, Kevin. They pioneered televising their home games where some teams had worried about undercutting ticket sales. A lot of great ideas and dynamics that have helped this franchise become what it is.
And, you know, for the Lakers, no competition from football. There's not a pro football team in the L.A. market, and it's one of the top 2 markets in the country, and it is a basketball town. You look at their TV deal, which is really mind-boggling. It's worth about $3.6 billion over 20 years. So that gives you a lot of financial firepower there.
Well, guys, you look at the financial resources for the Lakers, not the same advantage that it once was, because with the most recent CBA, it's really restricted spending. And the question is, how will that impact the Lakers moving forward?
That free throw, no good. Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place, and they're full-time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season, they had a half-dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
The Lakers making a switch here. Lynn's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And for the Hornets, that's huge, having a bit of a numerical guide as to who to target in free agency, because they aren't usually a big player in that respect.
Now here's Stevenson, looking for his first basket still in this one. And Williams, here we go. Passes it to Kid Gilchrist. Nobody near Stevenson. Good on the triple.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Lakers trail by 4.
And we know the Hornets definitely aren't as big a player in most free agent markets. That's pretty clear, small market team. They're usually at the bottom of the league in payroll. But they are making the most of what they spend now with their analysis, so trying to level the playing field a little bit.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Young. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, he's been an 80% free throw shooter on the season. I mean, he's shot the ball with confidence from the stripe.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Vonleh's checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Cody Zeller. Gary Neal's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Kemba Walker in for Williams. The Lakers also changing it up. Randall's checked in for Hill. Davis comes in for Boozer. And it's Henry in for Kobe. And so Young nails them both. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Walker. Vonleh setting the pick for Walker. To the middle. The shot by Vonleh no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They set the pick. Lynn dishes to Henry. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Henry's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And Neal kicks to Walker. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
The Lakers trail. Nick Young on the wing. And low to Davis. That is good.
2 points.
Davis has got his first 2 points.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
43 seconds left to play here in the first. Walker against Lynn. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Vonleh's shot is good.
And these 2 teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Now here's Lynn. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Young kicks to Henry. He dishes it to Lynn. The 3. Young's shot is off. And a wide open look for Walker. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hornets ahead, up by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Tune in next Sunday night, March 8th. Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls go up against Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Big-time hoops coming your way.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
Charlotte in the lead. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Davis is out there with Randall. Then it's Xavier Henry. Then it's Johnson. And it's Lynn in at the point guard. Here's Neal. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Vonleh. Great tee that time from Davis. Vonleh's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Johnson, the pass to Davis. Outside, Lynn. Feeds to Johnson. Back to Lynn. The Lakers working the ball around now. Henry kicks to Johnson. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Dishes to Neal. On the wing, Stevenson. And there's the feed to Neal. High arcing shot, and he gets the bucket. Neal's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Hornets. Lakers trail by 3.
Gary Neal is 6'4" shooter, played 3 seasons with the Spurs, and before that a long time in Europe. Deep range on his shot, and he's able to hit from a standstill or on the move.
Here's Henry. Johnson, a wide open look. It's good from long range. Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, we all know that Lance Stevenson is fearless, and as far as he's concerned, that's a product of his Brooklyn upbringing. He said players there have a, quote, feeling that nobody can stop them on the floor. Former teammate Paul George said of it, that's Lance. He's a New York player. They play with that kind of confidence. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. That confidence has certainly served him well. Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Al Jefferson is checked in for Vonleh, and Cody Zeller subbed in for Gary Neal. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Hill, he's checked in for Randall. Boozer comes in for Davis. Bryant is checked in for Xavier Henry. And it's Nash in for Jeremy Lin. Now, here's Stevenson, averaging 8 points a game, and he gets it to go. Stevenson's got 5 points so far. And Neal, the combo guard size, but he's more of a shooter than a playmaker.
Yeah, and you know, he does better defending shooting guards in most matchups as well, Kevin, but the offensive end, I think, is where he makes his mark, and that's what you focus on with Gary Neal. He's going to give you scoring.
Johnson against Williams. Outside, Kobe. Ring shot on the way, and he hits the jump shot.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Hornets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Jefferson setting the pick for Stevenson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Stevenson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Boozer dishes to Nash. Six to shoot, and that one's good.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Here's Roberts. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Over in the corner, Williams. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation in early 2013. And for the first time in L.A., Clark, a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, injuries as well. Just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted it to.
He kicks it to Roberts. Stevenson outside. Here's the three, and the shot is good. Roberts got himself on the board with 3 there. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And when you look at the Lakers, they say that second-generation businesses have a high failure rate. Only time will tell if they can continue the remarkable winning streak this team has enjoyed through the years.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brian Roberts. Nick Young's checked in for the Lakers. Clarkson comes in for Steve Nash.
And, you know, for the Lakers, with the harder cap, they can't outspend like they used to. With the internet, players like Durant don't need to be in a big market to get exposure like it was in days past. So the Lakers will need to outsmart other teams to continue their success.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He was intent on running the offense through Boozer. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Walker the pass to Jefferson. Rebound the Lakers. Hill's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Bryant with it. He's picked up by Walker. Kobe kicks to Boozer. Rejected by Jefferson. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Pass to Walker. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Walker dishes to Zeller. Can't hit. Excellent defense there from Boozer. Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Bryant against Kid Gilchrist. Hill passes to Kobe. "18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Bryant's got 8. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
Yeah, we're still in the first half. I mean, the way this thing is going, this could turn into a wild one.
And we're through 2 here in a good one. Lakers lead by 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, guys, I'm here with Al Jefferson. And Al, what's the strategy been so far defensively, and what needs to happen in the second half in that regard?
Well, we just got to help. You know, we can't let everybody beat us. We just got to, everybody got to help and on the defense end and getting the key to protect the paint.
Pick your poison. Can't let everybody beat you, Al. We appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
The Hornets trail at the 3. MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Mo Williams out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Jefferson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now here's Williams. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. And the dunk by Jefferson. And the Hornets lead by 1. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets a lead and then the other one storms right back.
Yeah, that is evidenced by the 8 lead changes we've seen so far.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
The Hornets shooting it very well tonight, around 57%.
Kobe Bryant in his 19th season in the league, but remember, he's played in 220 career playoff games. That's almost 3 additional seasons worth of games. Then you factor in his play with Team USA. I'll tell you, he's got a lot of mileage on those legs.
Hill drives in, and he goes in for the dunk. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
So it's the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Williams with the ball, guarded now by Nash. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Williams. And Kobe Bryant, top 5 in all-time minutes played.
And Kevin, you know those minutes add up, but he's found ways to overcome the wear and tear and still remain effective. His great skill level and ability to make tough contested shots remains valuable.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Kobe. Los Angeles making a switch here. Randall's checked in. Both free throws good for Bryant.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Stevenson outside. The pass to Jefferson. Puts up the baby hook. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. That's now 8 points for Al Jefferson. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Nash kicks to Young. Pass to Bryant. The fader. Good. Kobe's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Nash against Williams. Kicks it to Stevenson. Back to Williams. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Defended by Young. And it's sent back by Hill. Kobe against Stevenson. And Bryant kicks to Nash. Back to Young. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Stevenson against Kobe. Stevenson dishes to Jefferson. The shot is off. And the Lakers going the other way now. Hill, a screen on Williams. Young passes to Nash. Fires from deep. And Kobe Bryant hits from deep. And now it's a 9-point Laker lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Jefferson setting the pick for Stevenson. They need this. Randall grabs the board.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Nash kicks to Kobe. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Williams. Can't get it to go.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Randall with a screen for Nash. Here's Hill. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. A chance here now for a three-point play.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Randall. Johnson comes in for Young. Xavier Henry, he's checked in for Kobe. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Nash. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Charlotte calls timeout.
You know, he understandably doesn't like what's going on out there, and that's why he wants to talk things over during this timeout.
I think this is a good time to call a timeout. They just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter of the game. Right side to Walker. Right side to Walker. And again, the Hornets missing.
And you can feel the momentum swinging. They needed that shot badly.
Steve, I sense some frustration here. It seems like they're getting a little frustrated. It's understandable because they've given up this big run.
Davis tries to keep it alive. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
Shot clock at 6. Outside, Lin jacks up a three. Good. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been palms away ever since.
Here's Roberts. He feeds it to Walker. Here's Roberts. Back to Walker. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Clarkson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Henry passes to Davis. The dish now to Lin. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Well, it's gone back and forth for a while here, but they're really starting to push out. They're looking good right now.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Vonleh kicks to Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Roberts dishes to Walker. Passes it to Neal. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Johnson. Right side, Lin. Off target from three-point range. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers on top, leading by 17. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
On tap next Monday, March 9th, Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. Live from United Center. Be there.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like they had no idea what was going on.
What precision with that pass.
Beautiful.
Lakers leading by 17. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Xavier Henry is out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's Boozer. Then it's Randall. And it's Young in at the small forward position. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 9 points for Carlos Boozer.
He had no problem knocking down that shot. And a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
Here's Roberts. He dishes it to Neal. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Lynn. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Al Jefferson's checked in for Vonleh. Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Gary Neal. And Mo Williams subbed in for Brian Roberts. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kobe's checked in for Xavier Henry.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here's Stephenson. Jefferson's shot is off. 3 on 3. Here's Young. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Williams with the ball. Boozer picks him up. Williams passes to Jefferson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And that's 10 points for Al Jefferson.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Outside, Lynn feeds it to Randall. Dishes to Boozer to the inside and stolen by Zeller. Williams against Len. Williams kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Los Angeles leading by 15. Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, Cody Zeller out of Indiana, the younger brother of Tyler Zeller, who was drafted in 2012. And Cody at 6'11" played center for the Hoosiers. More of a power forward, though, at the NBA level.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Hill comes in for Randall. Nash is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Now, here's Nash. Young outside. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And as most of you know, Cody Zeller from a family of 7-footers with older, bigger brothers. He had to develop his guard skills and learn to score away from the basket.
You know, Kevin, he actually played point guard on his high school JV team,
that.
you know, going back a few years. So he has the skills to play the 4. He's an underrated athlete, too, and I thought that was really the case, having watched him at Indiana. I like what I've seen from him thus far.
Charlotte calls timeout. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Here's Zeller. The feed now to Kid Gilchrist. Outside Williams. Kept alive. Here's Jefferson. Makes it off the glass.
So you got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He was intent on running the offense through Booth. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also said he wants them going hard to the boards at both ends of the floor, not just the defensive backboards. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's Nash after Al Jefferson's score. Nash outside. He kicks to Boozer. Little turnaround, and he gets it to go. Boozer's got 6 in the quarter.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Williams attacking. The 10-footer finds the target. Lakers leading by 13. Here's Kobe. That's good.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Stevenson drives in, and it's sent back by Hill. Kobe dishes to Nash. .136 left in the game. Screen by Boozer. Clock at 6. Nash, the pass to Young. Boozer inside. Defended by Jefferson. Stevenson against Kobe. Here's Boozer in the post. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Mo Williams.
Boozer has been great. 13 points, and he's picked up 1 dime.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Lakers.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I'll tell you, the other thing, guys, is the mid-range shot has been something that's really worked well for them tonight.
That's good from Boozer.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Ed Davis is checked in for Hill. Johnson comes in for Nick Young. Xavier Henry, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Clarkson in for Nash.
You know, there's been some debate over the idea of the quote-unquote hot hand. One study implied that it actually doesn't exist. I always felt as a player that, you know, as soon as I felt the ball go through the hoop a couple times, I was much more likely to make that next one.
Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for Los Angeles.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
And that was a huge advantage. The free throw game, always a significant barometer in terms of who wins and loses.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
This is going to be repayment for the last game they played against one another. And this will be their last regular season meeting of the year. A nice job to even it up at 1-1 for the season series against the Hornets.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Bryant. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything really to stop him.
Good, nice play there from Vonleh. Well, that hot hand study, Clark, we were talking about a little bit earlier, they realized it didn't take into account how difficult the shots were. And, you know, hot players take those heat check shots.
Yeah, they do. They do. And not to mention, they draw more defensive attention once they get on the roll. So I think it comes back to common sense. You definitely try to get a hot player the ball, but above all else, you want quality shots.
And that one's good, Henry.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Here's Roberts. There's a screen by Williams. Shot off the pick. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some days it goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carlos, with another game tomorrow night and no day of rest, how does this team carry the momentum from this win tonight into a back-to-back game?
I think we'll be all right. We're a deep team. And for us, you know, we just take it one day at a time. We did a good job tonight. We'll get our rest tonight, and then we'll get it on tomorrow night.
Carlos, not a bad motto. Just take what's in front of you. Kevin, back to you.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.